start on your questions, I wanted to kind of walk you through how to do them. So pay attention. You have a PDF, a document that you can click on below that has all of these shapes. So in the questions, if I ask, what's the most specific name for shape A? Then you need to look at the document and look at shape A. Okay? If I say, what's the most specific name for shape L? Then you need to look at the document and find shape L. So let me give you an example of how I would find the most specific name for shape A. I'm going to start at the bottom of this list. So you guys have a few things you might want to look at when you do this. You probably will want to have this document pulled up, and you might want to copy this down in order to answer the questions. So if I want to know the most specific name for shape A, well, I'm going to look at shape A, and I'm going to start at the bottom. Quadrilateral has 4 sides. Shape A has 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. Okay, so it is a quadrilateral. Now I can't stop there. I need to see if I can be more specific. Kite, the adjacent sides are equal lengths. Well, this side is touching this side, and those are definitely not the same length. So that tells me it is a quadrilateral, but it is not a kite. Looking back, a trapezoid has 1 pair of parallel sides. Okay, this and this, those aren't going to cross, so that's 1 set of parallel sides. Here and here, those aren't going to cross. That's another set of parallel sides. So it's not a trapezoid because trapezoids only have 1 pair and this one had 2, which means this is a parallelogram. But I'm looking for the most specific name. So I figured out it's a parallelogram. Is it a rhombus? Does it have 4 equal sides? No, because this is not equal to this, so it's not a rhombus. Does it have 4 right angles? No, this doesn't have any right angles, so it's not a rectangle. If it's not either of these, it can't be a square because they flow. So this is a parallelogram. That is the most specific name for it. Let me do another one. The most specific name for shape B is what I'm going to look at next. Shape B. All right. So far when I'm looking at this, it doesn't have any right angles. These look like they're going to cross. That's not parallel. These don't look parallel. None of the sides look like the same length. All right, so let me start. Quadrilateral, 4 sides. Does this shape have 4 sides? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. So it's a quadrilateral. Are the adjacent sides, are the touching sides equal lengths? These sides, definitely not equal. These sides, those don't look too equal. These don't look equal. So no, it's not a kite. Does it have 2 pairs of parallel sides? I already determined, no, it does not. So it's not a parallelogram. Does it have 1 pair of parallel sides? No, these all look like they would eventually cross. Even here, those look like they'll eventually cross. So it's not a trapezoid. So my most specific name for this is a quadrilateral. That's all this one is. Let me do one more for you. Let's look at option D. All right, with option D. And let me see if I can say this in another way that might make sense if you're still feeling a little lost. When I'm using this chart, I'm thinking of it like a yes or no chart. So, quadrilateral, does it have 4 sides? Option D, or shape D, yes. If it says yes, I can move up the chart, or I can try moving up the chart. So it is a quadrilateral. Are the adjacent sides equal lengths? These look close to equal, but the rest definitely don't. So I'm going to say no, it's not a kite, so that stopped there. Does it have 2 pairs of parallel sides? Well, these definitely look parallel. Those don't look like they're going to cross. However, these definitely will. So it is not a parallelogram. 1 pair of parallel sides, that's what I just figured out. So yes, it's a trapezoid. There's nowhere else to connect it to. So trapezoid is the most specific name for shape D. I hope that helps you. I'm only going to have you do a few of these, not all of these, because you guys would freak out. So do the questions below. Make sure you use this chart to figure out the most specific name. Okay? And when I ask about the letter shape, I'm using this document.